Went live. I wasn't quite ready, but here we are, kings and queens. I'm Dana Stewart Coates, Killer Queen Antique Jewelry, live from England. Saturday evening here, 9:12 p.m., and the sale will be tomorrow. So I'll wait for a few of you to come in, and then we'll get started and see what's going to be here tomorrow. I can tell you with the price of gold, number one. And let's not forget it's Ramadan. So a lot of the jewelry quarter is celebrating the holiday and will be until the 19th of March, which is going to put a damper, I think, on the gold trade. Only that there won't be as many people trading. There's no cash in the quarter to be found, which is crazy. But we'll muddle through it. I think I have probably pretty enough jewelry to get us through to March 19th of next year. So if you're new here, come in and say hello. Well, if you're new here, if you're old here. Thumbs up. So that means probably one of my people has got the notification and they're in. Definitely, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe if you love antique jewelry, fine jewelry. Now, the definition of fine jewelry is very subjective when you're talking about antique because during the Victorian times, well, actually as late as early Georgian, that's when custom jewelry came in. I've got a piece, well, lots of pieces of silver here that are Georgian that if they were made today, well, I guess because they're in silver, they wouldn't be, but they would still be classified as costume. A 3 thumbs up. Boy, they're really delayed with chat today, aren't they? Because normally you guys, when you put a thumbs up, you come in and say hello. I really hate talking to myself, although pretty much that's all I do, isn't it? I do talk to myself quite a bit. Well, there's no one here to answer me. Let's see. What can you see on the desk? You see gold, you see sterling. What you don't see, it's just out of shot, but it is. Oh, hi, Angret. I just messaged Angret. And I messaged her because she'd asked me to find her a unicorn pendant. And I do know that she's looking for silver, but I buy in gold as well as sell gold. I buy gold from individuals. And when I get really fantastic pieces, it just makes me feel kind of ill that I have to scrap them. These are, I guess, modern, well, I would consider them modern jewelry, even though they're from the 1970s. But, you know, hey, I deal mostly antique. They're incredibly heavy as well. They're about 13 grams. They're fabulous unicorns. They're unicorn cufflinks. And they're set in 9-karat gold with 9-karat gold chains in between them. If I had more money than sense, I would absolutely keep them. I love French shirts. I wear cufflinks. I think they're fabulous. Even though they're from the 1970s, I just think they're really, really cool. And back in the day when gold wasn't crazy expensive, someone literally had these made up because I can't find them anywhere. So they must have done the artwork or had an artist do the artwork, and then they had them made up. And they are completely hallmarked and engraved as well with the person's initials. They're so fabulous. I hate to scrap them. But that I probably will, unfortunately, unless someone comes forward and loves them and has to have them. I'm not going to stay on too long because it's pretty self-explanatory what the sale will be tomorrow. We'll show you the new items. There's going to be a lot of, I'm pulling out the brooch drawer for those of you who love antique brooches as much as I do. And I'm also going to pull out 2 big antique sterling silver drawers. There are the heart padlocks out. And if you're new to the channel or you're new to British jewelry, these have been used for, I want to say, not only decades, but centuries to close jewelry. Although that is not an antique one. It looks antique, but it's not. That is actually Pandora. But it is still very, very pretty. I have just about every size of them, from the what I consider giant and presentation ones. These look also really gorgeous on a necklace as well. Think of closing a necklace with one of these, or a lot of times when you're closing a necklace, you'll use a tiny one, unless you want it in the front. Far more secure than a clasp and far more stylish. But there are quite a few sterling, and I also have quite a few gold ones. But I told you that I was going to show you the new things. And there's not a ton of new things. Like I said, with Ramadan in the quarter, there just weren't a ton of antique things that I really thought were worth bringing to you. Many of you love the gold extending bracelets, expansion bracelets. This one probably was sold for a baby, but I can squeeze it on over my hand. My wrists are small, so it will fit a small wrist. It's whether or not do you want to lotion up your hand and squeeze it through. It is 9-karat gold. And as you can, very durable. The engraved hearts. Oh, well, the hearts, they're so beautiful. I can barely get my hands on the engraved ones, and the moment I get them in engraved, they fly out. But that's not to say if you knew someone to get them engraved that you couldn't get them engraved yourself. Okay, for those of you that have a larger hand, like me, and maybe want to go with a little bit more gold, this one is also 9-karat gold. It is vintage, not antique, but it's in beautiful condition. And I didn't buy anything, well, I'm going to say I didn't buy anything that was so heavy that it's going to turn away gold buyers, because you can probably see that fancy link Albert necklace on the bust. That is over 30 grams. And it's got 2 beautiful, it's that soft, rosy. It's not as pink as some of the ones I've had, but it is not yellow. It is, I would call it antique pink. And I'll show it to you up close. Here are your 2 antique dog clips. Closures in the back. Now, once upon a time, of course, this would have been a watch chain, and it would have been a double Albert. And the double Albert is the one that went from east to west across a man's waistcoat. But I am going to close in and show you the link because it is quite beautiful. And these are, like I said, they're considered a fancy link. Now, this one has a lot going for it. It also has the extending chain and an antique T-bar. That can be worn or removed, or the T-bar can go at the end. Hi, Justine. How are you, honey? Now, what this necklace has going for it, that a lot of these Alberts, they're usually choker length. They're usually 14 or 15 inches long. If you're lucky, I've seen them 12, I've seen them 10. Now 10, you can pretty much get away for using it for a bracelet. Well, I hear you running. I feel like that's all I've been doing since I got home was running, running, running. I've just got all of you packed. I left packages open because we will have a bit of a sale tomorrow. But so everyone will ship out on Monday. But I got home Thursday evening, and then I went and met with a buyer or a seller and bought gold Friday. And what's today? Saturday. So, yeah, just turned around and packed. But this Albert, like I said, it's rare that it's 18.5 inches long. I've had to extend them. I've had to have links made. I've had all kind of, I wouldn't call it fun with these Alberts because they're usually not long enough for people. But this one at 18.5 inches, and just, I can't find this link. I don't know if somebody had this link made up, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's probably Edwardian. Well, it is Edwardian from the clips and the T-bar. But it is also heavy, so what the price of gold won't be for everyone. Oh, thank you, honey. What else did I buy? Like I said, not a ton because there just wasn't a ton of gold available. Well, no, of course there was a ton of gold, but it wasn't things that I wanted to bring to you. Oh, there's an antique chain. Another beauty. It's a Belcher. That's what we call them here, is a Belcher. In the States, you call them a Rolo. Hi, Silver Girl. Hi, Justine. And of course, Aunt Gret. I love the big old spring ring clasp on this one. Well, not spring ring, draw bolt. And of course, every single one of those links is handmade. Or would have been handmade. No, of course I didn't do it because it's well over 100 years old. It's rose gold and it's perfect and it's absolutely gorgeous. And this one is, I want to say, just a little over 18 inches as well. Tiny gold heart padlocks. I have, do I have one here? I think I have one, like a teeny tiny one, Justine. Oh, look, it's on a new bracelet. I picked it up. Now, there is one here, honey, that's engraved, if that's what you're looking for. It's a step up from, a size up from the one that I sold last week. But there is, oh, I see Terry just shared my post. Thank you, sweetheart. There is a tiny one. on a new gate bracelet. Well, I say new, it's new to the channel, it's vintage, of course. Now, for those of you who love gold and like the presentation of big gold, but don't want to pay for the weight, a big, what is this? 2, 4, 5 gate, 5-bar gate bracelet. That's your way to go. If you want the look of a big bracelet, but you don't want to put the money in the weight, a gate bracelet's the way to go. Hi, Terry. I saw, honey. Thank you so much. This one, I like how they did it. It's got a spring ring clasp and a little heart padlock on it. Now, I'm going to show it to you on my wrist just so you can see. That's a fairly large presentation, isn't it? Quite blinging, but quite pretty. Well, hi, Antonio. Thank you for coming in, honey. So there is a new gate bracelet as well. Oh, you know me and charm bracelets. Or if you don't know me, I love charm bracelets. This is a British pound. These are the emergency break in case, break the glass and break in case of emergency. I think it's a £1 note. New gold earrings. No. Justine, if you tell me what you're looking for, honey, I'll have to go in this week. If you let me know exactly what you're looking for, I'll pick them up. I did get a new pair. I'm lying because I did get a new pair of, and even though I know moissanite, everybody, because of lab diamonds, people have gone off moissanite. Will I buy a lab diamond? No. I have bought them for clients. I have bought them for people that ask me for them. But will I buy a moissanite? Yes, I will. I have moissanite. I wear moissanite. All of this is going to go, all of the moissanite and things are going to go down in price because of these lab diamonds. But why do I like moissanite better? In short, because it sparkles more. You looking for hoops or post dangles? Okay. Well, email me, sweetheart. If you can email me some pictures, I'll just pick them up for you. I do buy buyer-specific things when you ask for it. This, gosh, had one of my, I cleaned them, but it still had one of my dark curly hairs from around my ears, obviously, stuck in this one earring. I got it out. Moissanite to me are prettier than diamonds. Sorry. I still think lab diamonds kind of look dead. But moissanite, no, they're not dead. Hi, Deanna. These are set in 14 karat as well. Now, I'm going to show you, I have the 14 karat gold backs to go with them, but they're kind of heavy. And these backs are little teeny tiny things. What do I think about morganite? I have a morganite here, a large morganite. I love it. I think it's a beautiful stone. But these are, and moissanites were originally natural stones for meteors. And then these were reproduced by Charles and Colvert, which is a very well-known company in the U.S. for moissanites. And those are Charles and Colvert moissanite studs. Now, I've got the lights cranked up here on my desk. So let me put this on the white so you can see what color it is. And then I'll zoom in on it for you. Now, to me, that is the perfect color moissanite because it's not too pink and it's not too peach. Oh, no. Oh, good goodness. Deanna, you helped your son move. Now your daughter's moving and you've got water. I hope it's water, yeah? I mean, water can be cleaned up. I spilled, y'all know how much a pint jar is. They have pint glass drinking glasses here. I had a pint drinking glass full of water and ice before I came live to just keep myself hydrated. And yeah, I'm stepping in it. I'm sure you've got a lot more water than a pint to clean up, but this is on carpet. Eek! Do you have a plumber? You've got to have water. See, you thank your blessings because here I'm whinging about upset over a pint glass and poor Deanna's probably cleaning up gallons. Yet absolutely never a dull moment. I know, honey. That's a huge morganite, though. It is a fabulous morganite, Justine. Where? Yeah. Well, my son said it's like he's in Ohio. The pearl necklace, the one that is in my crown, you mean? You sure you want to see that? I'll show it to you. I only giggle because these are South Sea pearls. And I would part with it for $20,000. Just 20,000. Yeah, they're all perfectly matched. It's an opera link strand. Yeah, these are the pearls. Oh, Terry. Oh my gosh. What is going on with water? But if you want something a bit more affordable, just ask and I can show you. I can show you some fabulous strands that won't cost you anything near that. Those were a gift. I have an absolutely stunning strand. These are also South Sea. But they're ovoid. Yeah, unfortunately, these are, it has a 14 karat gold clasp. I think this one is 14. I might be fibbing and say 9. Nope, 14. And these are matinee length. The difference between opera and matinee, matinee are just above, if you're a woman, they're above your lady bits. And opera can be anything longer than 30 inches. A pearl earring. Oh, I have some beautiful pearl earrings here, but they're Edwardian. These are Edwardian diamond and pearl earrings. Oh, you're in Southern California though, aren't you, Justine? They are. They're absolutely beautiful. I love antique earrings, and I have probably too many pairs here for sale right now because they are expensive. Oh, Northern California. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Well, all of California has been under a drought, hasn't it? So let me show you. I didn't even bring down. There's new Art Deco diamond ring. That's an 18 karat gold. I'll bring it in. Of course, I'll have it here tomorrow. Like I said, I'm just going to go through some things quickly. No, I love the weather in California. Well, you have very varied weather systems, but most of it is really fantastic. But too much of it's dry for me. I did pick up some handmade sterling bangles. They're a nice weight. I'd love to see somebody get all 4 of them because they are matched. Deanna, they will fit you, honey. They do go over my hand. You know, big hand, small wrist, but if it works for you, it works for you. I think it's hot in a lot of the US in the summer. I lived in Pennsylvania. Well, lived in Pennsylvania, lived in all over South Carolina, Florida. I think it's too hot everywhere, to be quite honest with you, Justine. There is a new pair. I do have the gold hoops that I had last time, Justine. They're not out, but they're here. And I did buy a pair of oval sterling hoops. Even the sterling was rather slim this time. Yeah, I can't take over 100. I mean, in England, if it gets over 80 degrees here, we're all dying. I didn't show and give a price for the Tiffany. I will this time, I promise. Let me move these earrings because what I'm going to do is pop, because I did promise and it is in the picture. I am going to bring out, I've threatened a few times. Oh, thank you, Justine. Have a wonderful time. Oh, do you see, I can't even get the whole brooch drawer in this way. So maybe tomorrow when I show it to you, we'll prop it up and I'll put everything facing you. These are not all of my antique brooches, just a lot of them in one drawer. Well, like this one's Victorian and a swivel. It swivels around. You could have put a picture on it. It's pinchback. That peacock, oh yes, Terry, isn't it amazing? You can screenshot it. It does have a couple rhinestones missing. Now I can take it in and have them matched before I send it off. But you go ahead and screenshot this one because the only one I can find comps on, and yes, of course, it is signed. The only one I can find comps on, it's sold on, I think, Antique Jewelry. Let me think of the site. I'll show you the comps tomorrow anyways. But it's sold for like over 300 pounds, which it was around 500 US dollars. You know, I don't think I've ever sold a brooch unless it was gold for over $500. Fabulous. Art Nouveau, that is all butterfly wing. There's a whole big section of butterfly wing. If you know, I love butterfly wing jewelry. You know, Terry does as well. I have from Victorian to, well, from Art Nouveau to Art Deco. Look at the color of this one. I have some really, really beautiful ones that I've collected over the years. That one is, of course, the most rare. It's, oh, gosh. Somebody say the name so I can remember. Drawing a blank. This will tell you how tired I am. It's rock crystal quartz when they reverse carve it and then hand paint it and then apply the, they apply the paint. They're hand painted on the inside on rock crystal quartz, and then they mount it on butterfly wing. All of these will be rock crystal quartz. They're not glass. I don't think I've ever had one that was just glass. They used rock crystal quartz because it not only magnified the butterfly. There is literally everything in here. Grand Tour. That is a Georgian coin. That is a Georgian silver coin. The date will be on it somewhere there. Let me pull it back here so I can look at it. 1757. Oh, thank you. The pink one all the way in the back here, that is Japanese. Toshikane. Incredible Japanese porcelain. It's Toshikane. Those are their peony. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? She's Victorian. They are Georgian. And this sweet little dog. She's French and Victorian. As do I. Now, let me show you something. They call these Silesian portraits. And if you know what Silesian is, they must have been hand painted in Poland. You see a lot of the same examples being painted and shown in a lot of antique jewelry. And I bought a really rare lot. And I want to show you all. These would have probably been earrings and rings. Well, there's a couple little bits in there. Out of a charm, a Holy Bible charm. That's an Edwardian popular men at the time, believe it or not. But these are the Silesian portraits, and these, like I said, would have been rings and earrings. And I'm sure this was jeweler's stock. But I'll just let you scan over the box. And if there's one that you want to ask about, because I will show them tomorrow. There's lots of Victorian horseshoes with paste, good luck, brooches, micro mosaic. Well, I would call that one mini mosaic. I've got some micro here. That's an example of micro. Absolutely beautiful. I'm a huge fan of micro mosaic. Would you believe it or not, this is a brooch. It was probably worn on a cape or a coat. That's sterling. Loads of animals because I love them. These are Victorian owls. I've got dancing pigs here somewhere. Swallows. That's another big Victorian theme. Georgian brooches. That was not only a brooch, it was a hair ornament. It was almost worn like a tiara. Some out of this world Victorian cameos. She's in sterling as well. I love this religious one. The Madonna, mother and child. She's huge and Victorian. This one is very detailed. Winged cupids and angels, and it's just fabulous. Oh, here are the pigs. Here are the little pigs. They're not only pigs, they're dancing pigs. Pigs are good luck. I think it had to be, something to do with having the fat of the land, why pigs were good luck, but they were certainly good luck. I love this Art Deco one. I think she's beautiful. There's another Georgian. They're all rose cut. I mean, this one's 1950s. But who doesn't love a pearl? So let me pull down the brooches. and show you what else I'm going to bring. This is actually about 4 drawers of sterling in one. Just so I can get it out here and show you. So there's sterling bracelets, sterling neck chains, from antique to modern. And just about any style that you can ask me for. Corner? Oh, do you see that? You mean, sorry, that's my coin bracelet. Pools of light, rock crystal quartz, rare pools of light locket. Opens up. See the upside down? The upside down. Isn't that in a popular show? Fabulous Victorian book chains. Beautiful sterling bracelets and just about anything you can think of. The Albert that I showed you earlier in gold, I do have them in silver. There are some Albertina, you know, the bracelets, sterling silver, ladies watch chain bracelets. That's messy. Sorry about that. I will have it sorted. There are loose lockets in here. All of them are antique. The larger lockets are usually on the book chains, but I do have some loose lockets as well. I do have a few mourning lockets for those of you who love mourning jewelry. Eek! His face fell out. Actually, it's just a piece of cardboard with some writing on it. Well, here's his face. I love the engraving. I say this, why can't they engrave like this anymore? Why? It's so beautiful. Of course, this one's antique. There are antique bracelets here. There are modern bracelets here. Well, Gucci. I love this one. I haven't got to show it to you yet. It's a slave bangle Victorian. It's been a long time since I've had one of these to present. This one feels heavy. I wonder if it has its glass. Oh, not only does, guess what it has in it? But yeah, this is the one that has the stone's a little broken. That's chalcedony, white chalcedony, and Prince of Wales curls. But it was original to the locket, so even though it had a little break in the chalcedony, I left it. Lots to show you tomorrow. I don't know, honey. There'll be a lot to choose from. I will show all of the brooches. I will show as much of the silver as we can get through. And if you watch back, there are a few new gold pieces. Like I said, number one, the jewelry quarter is pretty much on hiatus or standstill because it is predominantly, there are a lot of Muslim shops and it's Ramadan. So that's going to be pretty slow until the 19th of this month. So where I still have places to buy and sell, it's a lot less. But it's, like I said, it's the top of the show. It's not like I don't have enough jewelry here to sell to you till next March 19th. There's plenty to show you. I've been on nearly an hour. I want to thank all of you who shared the channel. I want to thank all of you that are new here today, and especially new subscribers. And if you love mostly antique jewelry, now I do have vintage and I do carry sometimes modern if it's phenomenal, but it's mostly antique. If you're interested in purchasing, my email address is in the description, and you need to send me your YouTube username, your personal details, which I will not share with anyone, and your email associated with PayPal. That's the only way you can shop with me for now. I'll tell you some more things tomorrow. I've checked out Whatnot today, and if you look on the community post, I don't know, I'm thinking about maybe selling costume jewelry there, because I really don't sell much costume here on the channel. Oh, and I don't want to forget, and I do want to show you, because I put together another antique jewelry bag, craft bag. And honey, there's a lot in here. There's crystal, there's uranium, there's pearls, and nothing newer than Art Deco. There's Scottish. There's beautiful pink check glass. Now, there are complete pieces in here, and there are a lot of craft pieces in here. There's even Georgian in here. There's some black dot paste. And if you don't know what that is, just ask and I'll tell you. I put some jet beads in here as well, Whitby jet. That's a piece of Niger. There's a Niger bead in there. Like I said, there are some complete brooches. I put some antique rhinestones in there as well. That's an antique coin. Lots, like I said, complete brooches, and a lot of crafty stuff too, where you have to replace it or make something out of the beads. Yeah, that is bullseye agate. It's a brooch, needs repurposed. There are quite a few cameos in here without frames. The last craft bag was so popular, I made up another one. Loads of beads, loads of brooches to either repurpose or harvest the antique rhinestones from, whatever you want to do. There is an antique watch in there, an Art Deco watch. I think it does run. It's not silver, it's, you know, rhodium chrome. There's a big Art Deco pendant. Lots and lots and lots. Yeah, nothing is less than Art Deco. So, if you're a crafter and this sounds like it's up your street, then that's natural coral, the earrings. They just need some oil put on them. But no, there's some really, really cool pieces in here. We'll have that tomorrow as well. I think I'm going to wrap it up because I've been on just about an hour. And like I said, I'm wiped out from not only cleaning, but packing, and I need some rest. I want to thank all of you for coming in. There's only 8 of you. You guys are already going. It's a Saturday and it's late. It's late here. Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific. Same time as usual, 8 p.m. here in England. Okay, well, you're here if you're okay, Deanna. You've got to get your pipe fixed. I love you all. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow.